Hello, my tarot friends. Today I'm doing a review of the Modern Love Tarot Exploring the Many Facets of Love by Ethony. I'm going to start by showing you the guidebook, and then we are going to dive into the cards, where I will probably comment on each card or explain how I read it or see it. And at the end, I am going to tell you my experience with the deck, and also we're gonna do a sample reading for the collective to see how it works. So let's just dive in. It comes in this beautiful sturdy box that is matte, very nice. It opens this way, and it comes with 2 extra cards. Love is Beautiful in All Its Forms card, where you get a little message from Ethony, and then you get Interview Your New Tarot Deck spread, which I really enjoy, and I did this spread and it was amazing. So unfortunately my box came broken. That's not an issue for me because I have a bag for it anyway. Let's just read what it says in the back. The cards in the Modern Love Tarot represent love in all of its glory, including diverse representation of family, love, and people. This deck can help people navigate their relationship with themselves and the people they love in their lives, whether they need help healing from past relationships, navigate relationships, navigating current ones, or finding a lasting new one. Now, if you look into the guidebook, so the guidebook is made of the same type of material on the outside, very nice matte rubbery type of feeling, which I really enjoy. It is very thick, which I love, and I'll show you how amazingly it is written. Like this guidebook, I really love guidebooks generally. This guidebook is truly something special. So we get contents, which is great, and then a little introduction, how to use this guidebook, card meaning layout, and then we have spreads, and we have many spreads. So what's the future of my relationship spread? Will they come back spread? Finding the one tarot spread. Is a relationship over tarot spread? Self-love tarot spread, which is amazing because I feel these are the questions that as a reader you often get asked. And then she goes straight into the major arcana and then the minor arcana. What is interesting is that she starts with cups, and then she goes into swords, and then she goes into pentacles, and then into wands at the end. Now, I'm not completely sure why she done this. I think I will actually email her and ask her about this because it's very peculiar and different. I've never seen it this way before. And then for every card you would get the full picture, the full picture, keywords, innocence, beginnings, naivety, for example, for the Fool. And then you get for each card in major and in minor arcana, you get general love meaning, single and loving it meaning, ready for love and dating meaning, committed relationship meaning, struggling relationship meaning, and when the relationship has ended. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different interpretations for the card when it comes to love. How amazing. And I've used this deck not only for love readings, but any type of relationship really, friends, whatever, and also just general reading as well. It is possible. It's not only for love readings. It is so good. Anyway, so this is then the messages from the cards, and then at the very end you get about the creator and about the artist. So the creator is Ethony. So if you just look into her life. So Ethony is a tarot reader and author who loves to create more than sleep. She's the headmistress at the tarotreadersacademy.com, where she teaches and mentors tarot professionals and students. She has published a growing number of decks, including the Bad Bitches Tarot, the Awakened Soul Oracle, the Prince Leonard Oracle, and the Money Magic Manifestation cards. Her first book, The Tarot Court, was published by Llewellyn Publications in 2019. She has been a practicing eclectic witch for over 18 years and runs the Award Soul Coven, an online learning circle open for any type of witch. I want to check this out. It sounds fascinating. You can find free resources, articles, and lots more tarot goodness at ethony.com. She's really cool. And then about the artist, Lucy Morningstar helps you connect with the powerful collective unconscious through her art of the mystical archetypes and the tarot. She brings your desires and visions to life on canvas through her portrait paintings and art commissions. She lives in Australia and sells her paintings to collectors worldwide. I believe Ethony is from Australia as well, but If I'm not mistaken, she lives in Canada now. So now let's go into the cards. So I got this beautiful bag from Etsy. I will link you the shop below because their bags are just divine. They're so nice. As you can see, the deck is gilded gold. It's very nice. It doesn't cut your hands, and I'll show at the end how it shuffles as well. The cardstock is matte and it's perfect. Like, it snips back. It's just the right thickness for my taste. It does shuffle beautifully, which you will see demonstrated later. And yeah, it's just the best cardstock ever. In my opinion, I really enjoy this cardstock. So the card size compared to the US Games typical tarot size is the same. It's a hair or 1 millimeter shorter than the typical tarot card and a bit wider, so it's perfect really. So let's dive into the card. So firstly we have the Fool. Now what I noticed about this Fool is that she has a black top. And that is to me very peculiar because the Fool is usually associated like with yellow or bright colors. We see a lot of bright colors around here, and she's like doing some sort of ceremony, love ceremony perhaps. We see the Aphrodite at the back as well, which we associated with love. And I feel that this Fool here is a Fool that already went through the whole journey in love and stepped through the World card into the Fool card again, experienced, and now is doing some sort of ceremony with her open hands, ready for the love to come in, open to receive love, open for love to come her way. You see the white roses here, which means that she has a pure heart. We see a cup here, which is to do obviously with emotions, and there are hearts everywhere. So yeah, obviously a love themed deck. I really enjoy this Fool. The next we have the Magician. This Magician is very interesting. Her hairstyle reminds me of the 80s. We can see the typical infinity symbol as her necklace. She has all the elements on the table like in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's interesting she's standing between these two curtains here. I wonder if there's a meaning behind it. But one thing that I actually enjoy is that in the guidebook the author did not speak about symbolism in the cards. It's kind of like you need to figure it out yourself. You have the meanings of the cards, but not what different things on the card mean, which is cool. I like that because it's very open to your own intuition and interpretation then. So here I feel like she's someone very powerful. She still has as above, so below hands type of gesture here. I like the fact that her dress is kind of like see-through, so she's confident. She kind of knows what she's doing. At least that's how it looks like. She knows she has everything that she needs available to her, and she's confident that she knows how to use that for her own advantage. I absolutely adore this High Priestess. I love the fact that she's an older lady, and you will see throughout this deck it is very diverse. I actually put the cards aside to see the people of color on one side, or certain different abilities, or any type of inclusivity and diversity was one pile, and then just white people on the other side. And it was not perfect. It was still 50-50, but better than most of the decks, let's say. I wish it was even more diverse. I feel like there could be even more diversity in it, but no deck is perfect. Let's continue with our High Priestess. So she has the typical pomegranates here. She has the triple goddess necklace here, the moon phases. She has books on the side, which means she has knowledge, right? She has a lot to give. I love that there's like this warm feeling behind her, and the curtains are blue, so it kind of gives this mysterious type of feeling. She's wearing white, which to me speaks about purity, and she's obviously a mature woman, so she has the experience, and she's offering you this experience, and it's like she's guiding you. It feels like she is a guide, not someone who's just going to give you the knowledge, but someone who's going to lead you to get to the knowledge by yourself. And I really love this High Priestess for that. Next we have the Empress. Beautifully pregnant here. I really enjoy this card. I like the contrast between red and green. We have lots of blooming flowers around. She's kind of like, feels like she is part of nature. We have running water here, which is typical in the Rider-Waite-Smith as well. And we have the Venus sign here, so we know that the ruling planet of this card is Venus, who is all about the beauty, love, about harmony, and etc. So I really like this Empress. The Emperor, very Emperor energy of this card. I've really enjoyed that. He is on the chessboard, and Emperor is someone who is organized and who has a plan and who knows their limits and who knows how to protect his empire. I like the fact that he is holding the king figure from the chess as well, and he or it has a heart on top, which I really appreciate. I like his posture with his hand in his pocket, like he knows what he's doing, he's the boss, you know. And we have the rams here as well, symbolic of the Aries, which governs this card, and red, which stands for power and passion. And we also have yellow, which symbolizes, you know, thoughts and also positivity. Like I feel a lot of the time the Emperor is portrayed a little bit more negative way, and here, because of this yellow background, it feels like he's not all that, not want to say bad, but you know what I mean. Then we have the Hierophant card. Now this is a very interesting choice that they chose Cleopatra. I am not completely sure of her story. I really should look into that, to be honest with you. We have the all-seeing eye here, which is to do with our pineal gland, which is actually going within, is our third eye, connection to the third eye, which I find very interesting actually, because the Hierophant often is portrayed in a very, again, negative way, where the Hierophant stands between you and that connection to the world. And here it feels more like that you are Cleopatra, you are capable of connecting to the divine without anyone standing in your way, if that makes sense. At least that's how I read this card. The Lovers, I love this card so much because it is so powerful looking. The snake around them as well, you know, like the lovers in the Eden. The roses here, which symbolizes, you know, passion. We have the Lovers card tattoo on this woman's arm, which I find very cool. You know, it talks about that devotion, that connection that you have with someone, that harmonious type of relationship that you can have with someone. But it can also suggest, because of the snake, you know, the negative side of the Lovers. So and also another thing that this could represent, in my opinion, is love for yourself, because these two ladies look very similar, just they have different hair color, right? So it could represent that one part of yourself and the other part of yourself, so to love yourself as whole. Oh, I just noticed something as well. This one has an earring in the shape of a heart, and this one has an earring in the shape of an apple, which suggests the, you know, Eve eating the apple and then offering it to Adam. So another really cool reference here. Then we have the Chariot. I really adore this card because it's just so cool. I don't know, the feeling of it is like, I am walking where I want to walk. I am my own boss and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm leaving stuff behind and I'm off to walk my dogs. And I love the inclusivity in the dogs department as well, that we have a disabled dog that can't properly walk, so he has these wheels to help him, to support him. I really like that. And I love the fact how love is intertwined through the whole deck. You will have a heart somewhere, I think, in every single card. I also like the fact that one dog is white, one dog is black, which again is a reference to the Rider-Waite-Smith, where you have the black and white Sphinx in the Chariot card. I love the fact that her dress is blue, because that reminds me again to the original Rider-Waite-Smith Chariot, because there's a blue theme. I think that the ceiling is blue with the stars. It would be even better actually if she put the stars on the dress. That would be like a cherry on top of the cake, but hey. I also enjoy the fact that it is autumn here, so the leaves are falling. It's like kind of like, you know, the leaves are falling, things that we don't need are falling away. We are moving into the next season, we are moving into the next stage. And some people see tarot as a journey through 3 sevens, so the Chariot would therefore be the last part of the first stage in this Fool's journey. So I find that very cool as well. The next we have the Strength card. It is a very beautiful card, but to be honest, I am a tiny bit confused because she is obviously standing in front of the brick, wall that has painting of giraffes at the back, and we have a heart sun. But then these lines here are real, so I'm a bit confused. Like, if she is in a city, why is there a family of lions in front of her? I am a tiny bit confused with this card, although it looks really nice and really beautiful. She stands, like her posture is like very strong and powerful, and like she knows what she's doing. Maybe this card represents how she perceives herself, like all stages of, or all parts of the lion power. So the male, the female, and the baby. The lioness has a bloody mouth here, which means that she was hunting, I suppose, and successfully hunting. Maybe a provider for the family type of feeling, staying strong no matter what. I mean, I suppose, even though it perhaps doesn't make sense logically that these lions are here in front of her. We have the infinity symbol again, so infinite power, infinite strength. But I like the fact that the sun is in the shape of a heart, because the strength needs to be kind type of strength, you know, not brutal type of strength. I adore this Hermit card. It's so nice. It feels like it's dawn. I never know which one is dusk and which one is dawn. I think dawn is in the morning. So I believe this is dawn then, because in my country we see the air balloons coming up in the morning, because in the morning the winds are not as strong and it's more calm. What would these air balloons demonstrate? What would they represent? Perhaps the thoughts that we need to let go of when we go into our inner state, when we deep dive into our darkness, into our darkest parts, when we are alone and dealing with everything that is inside of us. And I like that, you know, perhaps she let, because these balloons are all black as well, so it feels like maybe the dark thoughts are leaving and there is new day in front of us. And it feels like transformation, because transformation from night to day, you know, you've been in the night time with going within, and now the day is coming and you're releasing the things that don't serve you anymore. Now there are a few cards in this deck that are more traditional looking, and this is one of them, Wheel of Fortune. I was thinking that this might be because Wheel of Fortune represents the outside influences of the world, or the outside laws of the universe that you can't really control. You can just adjust and deal with it, but you can't control it. So perhaps this is why Ethony decided to keep the traditional type of picture here. I like the fact that we have Ouroboros, you know, never changing cycles of life. And I like that we have time here as well, because when it comes down then it turns around again, so it's forever going. Time never ends. We also have the typical fixed signs around, so we have a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius here. I apologize about the light today, because we have sun coming and going once more. The UK weather, very typical. And here is our first counseling card, which I love. I love the fact that we have like a medium here that is trying to find the balance, trying to find what is the right thing to do, who is right, who is wrong, and how to adjust. You know, in thought, this is called adjustment. It makes sense. I love the fact that there is scales here as a statue at the back as well. It's really smart. I adore this idea of the counselor being justice. The Hanged Man, it is very cool that we have a pillow here of the tree, because in traditional decks the Hanged Man hangs from the tree upside down. It is, I read it as you put yourself in that position, so he put himself in this position. They kept the red trousers and blue top, which I find really cool because they represent something. I think the legs represent the 4, and that is matter, and the blue represents the 3, and 3 is spirit. I'm not sure if it's matter over spirit. I think it might be matter over spirit, because you are in a physical situation where physicality forces your spirit, your thinking, your, you know, perception to change. And here it looks like he is lying down and listening to a podcast, perhaps finding a new view on a situation maybe. And again we have hearts here. Death. This death card stands out a lot in the deck because of black color. It is very obvious that it's a death card. We have the skull here, and I love that there are butterflies here. I read the death card as transformation, and butterflies symbolize that beautifully. And also it feels like she's very calm in going through that transformation, and content and at peace. You know, at peace. I like that a lot. Oh, by the way, you're like, where's the heart? The butterflies have hearts in their on their wings, which is really cute. Here we see a family, beautiful family, creating something. You know, temperance is not only about balance, but it's also about alchemy, and they are putting different things together to create something new. And it's just beautiful. I really like this picture. And I love the fact that the angel, you know, in temperance you have an angel, that there is a picture on the fridge there that was probably made by their daughter of this angel. So cool. I really like that. And it's also, you know, about balance, right? Because when you're making pancakes, you need to make sure that you put just the right amount of each ingredient inside of the mixture. Otherwise, the pancakes are either going to be too thin or too thick, and they're not going to fry well. So I like that. I really enjoy this devil card because the devil is more to me than just temptation. It's also having the power over your desires and not giving into those desires, so you can indulge in them, but knowing where or when is your limit, and is all about that, is enjoying that pain, I suppose, but knowing when it is too much, you know. And I really enjoy this card for that. I really like that they chose to portray the devil card this way. Where are the hearts? There must be somewhere. Let me find. Ah, there we go. In her earrings. And also red roses for passion. The Tower. Wow, this card looks like... It's very interesting because a lot of these cards look very modern, but this card could easily be done in like, I don't know, 15th century, it looks like. A house has burnt down, and yeah, as a house has burned down, the lightning has struck. I like the fact that she chose lightning because the lightning fertilizes the ground. I don't know how many miles around where it strikes, but it does. And I think it's very important for the lightning to be portrayed in the Tower card, because the Tower is not just the destruction of everything that was, but it's also that destruction kind of fertilizes the ground for the future to flourish. Now, this is the card that basically is the reason why I got this deck. I just find this star so absolutely beautiful. Oh my god. It's hopefully looking into the stars, finding signs, finding, you know, when you look into the stars, you feel that hope in your heart. At least I do. And it's just, this card is a feeling to me, and it's absolutely beautiful. The Moon. So you see here that she is really going within and feeling that. I feel darkness within her heart, and facing that part of herself that the moon shines on. And I love that there is still water there, because, you know, going intuitively inside of you, it's about subconscious mind coming forward. And again, we have a wolf, and this is probably a dog, I would say, just because of the traditions, but maybe not. Maybe she represents that human side, you know, because she's human, and this is the wild side of us coming out on the full moon. I love that. Now I just want to find a heart, because there is always a heart in these paintings. There it is. Oh, so subtle. The stones are in the shape of the hearts on the floor. And here we have gorgeous sun card. Beautiful. It's just, children are who they are. They never pretend they're somebody else. They always show their feelings. They always show what they think. They walk how they feel they are. Like they are perfect representations of themselves. Like their solar plexus chakra is radiating so strong, just like the sun. And I think that this is a beautiful representation, and a lot of joy and happiness, and pure joy and happiness here. And I like these two parrots. They're white, and white is purity. So we also have the fence made of bushes of some sort, and I like that because yeah, it shows that at boundary, I suppose, that you overcome, that you come through. Because the girl is like, the mom is throwing her up, or the dad, we can't really see, is throwing them in the air and basically overcoming the limits, perhaps. This is another card that is amazing, so amazing. So Judgment is being shown the way out of your grave, your own grave. So leveling up to the next level, you know, it's amazing. Again, we have a heart here on the necklace. And the wings, you know, I like that there are wings there. You are flying out onto the next level of your life, of your mentality, of the way you are, of the way you interact with the world, the view that you perhaps have on the world and how you are in the world. So, and I love the fact that there's like a new morning coming, the new sun, the new day, you know, again, transformation, amazing, enlightenment. It's so good. I really like that it's first perspective, this one. Then we have the World card, very beautiful. And this is so cool. I just see on this lamps around, we have again symbols of the fixed zodiac signs. So we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And I feel like she's standing in her power. She knows who she is. She represents herself. And yeah, it reminds me of that picture on the Unfolding Path Tarot, actually. Like the way that the woman is standing and her energy is really empowering. And here we are in the suit of cups. Ace of Cups, very traditional looking, the Holy Grail, the heart, new emotions flooding in with the ocean. Two of Cups, I love the fact that the couple is older. And we have a red and a bluebird here, which is really cute as well. We have a heart again as the pillow or cushion, and I love that they're drinking tea. You know, they're in harmonious relationship or harmonious partnership. Beautiful. Love the blue sky at the back as well. Look at these three girls having fun, enjoying themselves. I love this Three of Cups. It really screams, let your hair down and party. You deserve it. Four of Cups. You can see that this person here, she's not having fun at all. These people around, these two are celebrating. This guy here is doing his own thing, I suppose. Someone is offering her a drink and she's just like, not really interested. She is deep in her thoughts. She is not bothered by what anyone else around her is doing. So I really like this Four of Cups. The meaning of this card is portrayed really well in this picture. Oh, Five of Cups, grief. So there are 4 cups that are lying down here and she's holding the flowers and 1 cup. So even though it is heartbreaking and really hard, we see that there is hope still, that there is a way to move forward, because we also see the sun rays coming through here very beautifully. And I associate this green here with the heart chakra and, you know, the sunlight coming through and a chance of restoring your heart, of recovery. It is very beautiful and very sad painting. Then we have 6 of Cups. I really enjoyed this painting. So we have this girl who is, you know, holding the water and she sees her reflection there. Is that the reflection of her when she was younger? Is that a reflection of perhaps her friend, her sister, someone perhaps from the past? So she's remembering someone. It could be herself, it could be somebody else. She's kind of like, it feels with peace with whatever was. This water feels like healing, so it feels like she's healing perhaps that past pain, or she already healed that past pain but remembering just the good stuff. And I like that we have like 6 cups here on the stones, and again we have a heart here. And we also have daisies here, and daisies are they have very pure energy to me, like very innocent, pure, childlike energy, I'd say. I read in another tarot guidebook, I read about how 6 of Cups can represent going deep down and healing those parts of ourselves that hurt, the emotions, you know, from the past that hurt. And in the Herb Crafters, it talks about how 6 of Cups is also about that comfort, being comforted by the company of friends, or by the memory perhaps of the friends when you share your experiences with others. Because in traditional deck we have like 2 children, right, and then an old person walking away or walking up and down. I don't know, we don't know where he's going in the when I say traditional, I mean Rider-Waite-Smith deck. There is an importance of gathering with your friends because it lifts the spirits, and sharing things with your friends nourishes one's soul. So this is another meaning that I came across with that I was not aware of before. I always thought about Six of Cups as, you know, nice memories, or and being able to just be present in the moment and enjoy yourself, which also she is. She's very present in the moment. But yeah, sorry, I am wasting too much time on this card. It is beautiful. The next we have Seven of Cups. I really love this. She's like, what am I going to choose? Or is she being distracted and she should be actually doing something else? So she might be somewhere else, because her eyes are closed, so she might be imagining all these people around her as well, which is a really nice way of portraying this. But also, did you notice number 7 here? Because it's 7 of Cups. Very clever. 8 of Cups. She packed her stuff away and she is moving. We don't know why she's moving, but there is something that she needs to leave behind. I love that. Was she indulging in drinking while she was doing that? She might, because we have all these cups of... Maybe it was just water. Or maybe not. But I like this a lot. 9 of Cups. She is having a time of her life. Look at that. She's very, very happy. It feels like her wishes were fulfilled. Maybe on a very long... hard day she got what she wanted, and that was just a hot bath, a book, and a glass of nice wine. Where are the hearts? Let me find the heart. There must be somewhere. There they are. Here on the towels. How cool is that? Then we have 10 of Cups. I love that the balloons represent the rainbow, and the family is super happy, enjoying themselves. Harmonious feelings, really. Amazing. This Page of Cups is everything. I really, really love this card so much, because you have the flying fish out of the cup, like in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And you see the person, the child here, the page, is like wondrous. She is excited. She's like, I knew that the fish could fly. I just knew it. It's that type of child who is not afraid of dreaming and loves dreaming and imagining things, and has a huge imagination. She's outside in the evening, still playing, letting her imagination flow. A wonderful, beautiful card. Then we have Knight of Cups. So someone who is very charming. He reminds me of an actor whose name I have no idea. His face reminds me of this actor that I've seen on the TV. He is having it with everyone. He is very Casanova-like, perhaps. And the hearts are on her wrists here. I love that there is like a horse here as well for the knight, and water, because it's Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. It looks like she came to the sanctuary with a fresh water to maybe heal herself, because Queens of Cups are known to be healers, to be helping others, to put others in front of themselves. But I like here that this queen, it looks like she came here to heal herself. And the cup doesn't have the traditional, thing on top that covers it, which I kind of like, actually. The heart is on her ankle bracelet. How do you call this? I don't know. Ankle slit? I don't know. The King of Cups. I really like that. He is sailing in his boat. It's a perfect way to portray the King of Cups, because he sails through his emotions. He knows how to deal with them. He knows when to indulge, when to not, how deep to go, how to control them, and he can express this beautifully by sailing a boat. Ace of Swords. I really like this arch made of books, new thought. And we have a heart here as well. 2 of Swords. Very interesting, isn't it? Maybe they had to turn away from each other to go deep down, to then be able to communicate what they thought through their texting. Or perhaps they're just texting somebody else and they are not in sync with how they think. It could be interpreted in many ways. And we have hearts here. 3 of Swords. Quite traditional looking one with the stabbed heart. I was expecting, if you watched any of my videos, you know that I do check the 3 of Swords, and it is not the worst. It is okay, but I wish there was something else than pierced heart here. I really enjoy this 4 of Swords. Like, she does not care about those swords on the bottom of the pool. She's here to enjoy herself, to go deep within, to reflect. And reflect in an environment where she can enjoy herself in the sunshine. in the pool. 5 of Swords. I think this is a really cool way to portray it, especially because these 2 adults could either be parents of these 2 children here, or could represent their inner children, the inner children that actually need love, right? And understanding and compassion, yet they're just shouting at each other. Yeah, very sad. 6 of Swords. Nice. I really like this. She is sailing or going on a boat to another nicer, more harmonious place. And I like that they put the swords here, like in traditional thing, because the swords can represent things that you still carry with you. They could represent either experiences that you carry with you, or some things that you still need to let go of or deal with, I'm gonna say. I like this. We have 7 of Swords that portrays a woman sneaking out in the middle of the night, being smart, a smart way to escape. We don't know if she is leaving her own house, or she, oh my gosh, or if she was at someone else's house and she had to leave because, I don't know, their partner came back. I don't know. You could read this in so many different ways, and I really enjoy that. You also have a heart on her purse. And I like that she has a purple dress, because in 7 of Swords, in all the 7s actually, when you deal with the challenges and things that the life throws your way in a courageous way, when you face them, when you deal with them, then you come out wiser. And wisdom I put into the crown chakra, and purple is the crown chakra, so very random, sorry. 8 of Swords. I like this. See, the window type of prison, I suppose, is actually not locked because it's opening. So it's her decision that she's staying in and suffering. She also has a key here as well. I wonder what there's snowflakes there. Maybe feeling frozen, like you're trapped, like you can't move from the situation. 9 of Swords. Wow. So she's burning. Feels like maybe poetry or letters. It says love here, it's burning. So she is obviously going through some hard times, let's say, at least. She kind of looks like the magician woman, actually. Is that the same person? Probably not. It's just the hair. I love this 10 of Swords. Divorce certificate. So he signed it, and there is a ring here, and he's out of here. It's something that he had to do, and he's leaving the past behind, and he's out of the door. Page of Swords. Really cool. I really like the energy behind this, and I like the crows here as well. Kite and the wind and all that. I love that. Knight of Swords. So this is another one. Like, knights, apart from the Knight of Cups, are very traditional looking on the horses, which I don't mind because I used to ride horses when I was younger. But yeah, very interesting. And Knight of Swords is ready for action. Very dark Queen of Swords. I like it. Although her expression is very inviting, you know. But I like this. She's kind of mysterious. It feels like she is hiding in the shadows, you know, but knowing what she wants to cut through. She's cutting through this fog around her. And she has a crown with a heart on top, which is really cute. I wish there were some butterflies here, because in the traditional deck you have the fact that she can transform. She's a person who can easily transform or go through transformations easily because of her experience in life. Then we have the King of Swords, someone who is very calculated, has a plan, knows what they're doing. You can see he has his tools here in his pocket. He's ready. I don't know why I have a trouble here, but can you please tell me what is this? I just can't figure it out. We also have hearts here as bushes that have been cut down. Also, it looks like the school, so maybe, I don't know, a teacher perhaps? Or maybe an architect, maybe someone who is planning how to make the school environment better. And we are in the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, I love that. You have a Lilith here and also the seeds for the Pentacles, for Ace of Pentacles. So all the potential for things to grow. This is another very traditional looking card, 2 of Pentacles. She's just balancing 2 Pentacles. There might be just 2 things in her head, I suppose. We have a person, what is it called? Wave surfing? No, wind wave surfing? I'm not sure what is it called. Yeah, very interesting that there's water there as well. Yeah, this is not my favorite card, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the least favorite card, although it looks pretty, but it's my least favorite card in the deck because I feel they could choose something more to represent the message of Two of Pentacles, which is juggling around the responsibilities, really, that could be good responsibilities, really. Three of Pentacles. Now this is another card that looks like it could be another counselor because of these two people. I wish that the painting here would represent something more than the three stones that are on top of each other, because Three of Pentacles is about building, is about expansion, is about growth with other people included, I suppose. Could be. So again, this is not one of my favorites. Four of Pentacles. A very interesting card. I think the Suit of Pentacles is my least favorite in this deck, which is interesting because I am a Taurus, so and I usually enjoy the Pentacles the most, but I think so far this is my least favorite suit. So what do we have here? In Four of Pentacles, it usually represents having boundaries and feeling stable, and maybe sometimes too stable and not being able to move or to loosen up a little bit, to to continue working of what we have already achieved. And here perhaps she's looking at this woman, maybe she's being too comfortable in the relationship, thinks everything's okay and should actually focus on how to grow their relationship. It could go both ways, I'm not completely sure. I really like this Five of Pentacles, I have to say, because it looks very similar to the traditional one where a person, well, usually it's two people standing in front of the church, but here we have like a bride that is watching two other people getting married, and one of them is probably her previous lover, and that feeling of, failure, or that you're not having what you're supposed to have or what you want to have. Six of Pentacles, it's about sharing and giving and abundance coming your way, but also you giving things away. It's about community, sharing things. This is pretty good. It says love more here, which I enjoy. I wish there was maybe more people around on this picture, but yeah, it's showing two people who are sharing with love, I suppose. I wonder what they're sharing. I wish it was, again, not pentacles here, but something actual from the real life. Here we have Seven of Pentacles. It reminds me more of Thoth here, actually, than the Rider-Waite-Smith, because in Thoth, Seven of Pentacles is called failure. And it looks like failure here to me, because he obviously failed to do something because she's turned away from him and she doesn't want to have to do anything with him. So he needs to think of a plan how he's going to proceed to make things better. So very interesting. Eight of Pentacles, it's about mastering whatever you are doing. And in this case, it's obviously a relationship and they are spending time with each other, which is definitely a way to master, to make your relationship as good as it can be. So that's nice. Nine of Pentacles. I do enjoy this Nine of Pentacles, actually, because we have the Falcon like in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and we have a woman here who is, it looks like she's really happy with where she is in her life. She is embracing the moment, she is being in the moment, and it looks like she's grateful for what she has, and I like that. And it feels that all she has really is not castles or whatever, but it feels like she's content with her life and coming from the heart and connection to the nature. Here we have 10 of Pentacles, which represents a family and, having a lovely dinner, and it looks like they're very solid. Although I'm not too keen on this background with bricks. I suppose the bricks could represent that it's very solid, and that it's gonna last for a very long time. And we have, is this an oak tree out at the back? It could be. If it's an oak tree, then the oak trees represent strength and resilience, so that would be pretty cool. And we have a heart here. I love this Page of Pentacles. He's so ready to learn. He's planted a new tree and he's so excited to learn even more, and he's super connected to nature. Queen of Pentacles, really lovely as well. because she's someone who is connected, who is one with nature, and she's obviously into her herbs and into her plant medicine, which I really like. And it feels like she's someone who is very caring and is ready to teach you something as well about this, and is very welcoming. Knight of Pentacles. I am very surprised that she is on a bike, because bicycles move quite quick, and Knight of Pentacles are all about taking their time and having a plan and being patient and all that. So this Knight of Pentacles, it's not my favorite, although I like that she's outside in the nature and that the horse is there, so she's not on the horse. So I made a mistake before when I said that all are on the horse apart from the cups. I mean, she could be riding her bike slowly, I suppose. Well, on the bike you have to stay balanced, which is another thing that the authors could have in their mind when they were thinking about this card. I like the fact that she is connected to nature, like the Knight of Pentacles should be. She has fruits here and flowers, which is very Pentacle-y, but yeah, and it's good. It's not bad. King of Pentacles, a master of his suit, and he is creating a violin, I believe, which is nice. I like that. King of Pentacles I see as a self-made man, someone who worked really hard and now has his kingdom, you know, has whatever he was working for, and he looks very solid. And I love the fact that the chair has the bull on it, which represents Taurus, because King of Pentacles is connected to the Taurus. So I do love this card, I have to say. I love the fact that he's not a young guy as well, like he's in what, his 40s perhaps, maybe even 50s. And the last suit, Wands. I really like this Ace of Wands. It is very vibrant and full of energy, and that's what Wands are all about. That spark of life, that enthusiasm, that will, that passion that comes through, and I really feel that in this card so much. Oh, I love this Two of Wands. I really like it. Decision making, you know, am I gonna go through this? Am I gonna give this person a number? Or perhaps they are showing them the way, so they're not decided which way they have to, like they are deciding which way they have to go. Like maybe they are together and they're trying to figure out what to do next. You know, there's many interpretations of this card, and it's really, really great. I love this Three of Wands so much. So she is already, or they are already on the journey, and they are exploring and growing through this exploration and movement and action. You know, she is doing, or they are doing the action. I love that. It looks like they're in Europe somewhere. I wonder where, ethony. I wonder where this is, actually. I want to know. And they're going up the hill as well, which Three of Wands I see also as having a higher vision of where you're going. So she's walking up the hill, and if she turns around, she's going to have that. She's going to have a better view on her situation, I suppose. Four of Wands. So on this picture we obviously have a celebration of some sorts, which is very Rider-Waite-Smith traditional. They're also wearing traditional clothes, which is nice. I love these flowers here. It's celebrating the successes and the successes and the foundations that you built. I usually read Four of Wands as more spiritual card as well, which I suppose you could hear too. Five of Wands. Yeah, this is a very good way of communicating the message of the card. That fighting for what you know is right. And you can see that she is like very decided on what she wants and what she wants to get out of this. And he is fighting and not happy, I suppose. But it looks like she's the one going away, so she's like, yeah, I'm out of here. And she won. Coming through the challenges victorious. Facing your challenges in a courageous way. Six of Wands. I love the fact that we have a person in a wheelchair here, and he has obviously won, or he is on a way to the win. Six of Wands is all about victory and being cheered on. I kind of wish, and giving to the community as well. It's not just community cheering you up, but also sharing things. I see sixes as very community type of cards, like connection to others. I wish there was maybe some people here cheering him up, But I do love this. Like, he is holding his ball. Maybe he is holding the basketball because he won. Because he's on the team that won. And yeah, I enjoy this card. I think this is one of my favorite cards. 7 of Wands is standing up for yourself and for the ones you love, for your principles, for what you believe in. And it's like they're saying stop to all the haters. They are not having it. And they're very content and at peace and decided on what they want and what they're fighting for. And I love that she's wearing red here as well, because red is passion, red is will, red is power as well. Yeah, beautiful. And we have a heart here as well. 8 of Wands, things are moving, so they are going somewhere. This reminds me of that era of, if you remember, like, I don't know how many years ago, maybe it was, 8 years ago, 7. It was very, somebody on Instagram started this, like a woman holding a guy's hand. They were going to different places around the world. And that this really reminds me of that, I suppose Instagram account or YouTube account. I don't remember where it was. But yeah, anyway, so they are going, things are moving, and they are in the moment dealing with all the blessings that are coming their way. We see sunflowers on her dress as well, which is very optimistic and positive. I like this. 9 of Wands. If you have children, I suppose you've been here. It is not easy. A lot is happening. A lot's been happening. And she's just like, let me just have a moment and then I will deal with this. But also she will deal with this and she can deal with this. 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of things that she needs to deal with at the same time, and she's running out of the time, it feels like. And she has taken on too much. And this card tells you to, share your responsibilities if you can, knowing that you went into this willingly. Page of Wands. I love that all the pages in this deck are children, because they show that page energy very well. And she has unicorns here and the dragons, and is very creative. That's what it is. Creativity, fire, creativity, and transformation. She's transformed into this superhero. I really like this. Knight of Wands. Very interesting. Knight of Wands is usually a person who holds the passion in their hands and is moving their passion forward. I wish that this horse was moving and not standing. This to me feels more like the Knight of Pentacles because the horse is not moving. Not my favorite card, but still makes sense because of all the red, I suppose, and he has a wand in his hand, so it is obviously the Knight of Wands. But I wish there was more happening on the painting and not just him sitting on a horse in a valley. I like this Queen of Wands. She seems very powerful and strong and charismatic, and like she knows who she is, and she's not afraid to show who she is to the whole entire world. And I love her tattoos here because they show the black cat and the sunflowers that you usually see in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. You also have a lion here that's usually on her throne, so this is a very cool card. I really like this. And last but not least, we have King of Wands, who is again also standing in his power, but being true to his passion and who he is and what he wants. Is just being his true self. He is very powerful, and he's also very brave to show himself who he is in this judgmental world we live in, unfortunately. But yeah, I love that he is who he is, and he's not afraid to show it, and he's not afraid to take risks to get what he wants. Very, very cool way to portray the King of Wands here. Okay, so this was the whole deck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience with it. My experience with this deck is very good. Although there are a few cards that are not my favorite, like I pointed out, the majority of the cards I absolutely adore. I love the bold colors, I love the representation, I love the inclusivity. Most of the scenes for this card that they chose are so appropriate, and they are very easy to read. So even if you didn't have the guidebook, they're really, really easy to read. And mostly these cards are so spot on when it comes to the readings. Every single reading that I have done with these cards have been so good. I've done this one this morning actually, and it was just like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So I feel they can be, like I said, used without the guidebook, even though the guidebook is absolutely amazing, and we will look at it in a moment. So I would actually suggest this deck to a beginner as well. I feel it is amazing for obviously love readings, but also for just any type of reading. It is modern as well. Sorry, let me just show you how it shuffles. I'll move this gemstones away. It shuffles like a dream. It's amazing, and it also shuffles overhand very nicely because the cardstock is matte but not sticky, and the flexibility of the cards is perfect, and I love the size of the card as well. I love the golden foiling at the backs. I think it gives the character to the cards. And yeah, I just absolutely adore using this deck, and I'm very happy I got it. At the beginning I wasn't sure if I want to get it because it reminds me a little bit of the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, because of it's modern and it's diverse, and it's very easy to read. But this one is different, and it does definitely apply more to love or relationship type of readings. And we could say any relationships, not just love relationships. It could be friends, family, you know, co-workers, any type of relationships. Now I'm gonna do a reading for the collective, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull 3 cards. One is going to be for where you are right now. Then I'm gonna pull a card for something that is standing in your way or the energy that you need to overcome. And then I'm gonna pull a card for something that you should embrace. So firstly, so this is a reading for the collective. So if you're watching this and you lasted this long, this is a reading for you, for where you stand in any type of relationship right now. So first card, please, if we can have for the collective, where are they right now? Where's the viewer right now? Oh, the Tower. Wow, okay. So it feels like you are in times where you are struggling. So times are not easy now. It feels like everything is crumbling. Everything you've been building has been crumbling down. Things are falling apart, and it's not nice. It is hard, it is painful. It is something that you perhaps have not expected, because the Tower usually comes suddenly, but it is something that really didn't have a future, so it had to be broken down. It is something that had to fall and burn down in order to fertilize the land for the future. So even though right now times are hard, better things will come out of this. Okay, now let's see what you need to overcome or let go of. So you got 3 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles is all about growth. And usually the 3 of Pentacles is about growth with the help of others. So if things are falling apart, knowing that you're not alone in this and that you can rely on others, and with the help of others you will build on your foundation. You will be able to rebuild what has been broken down, but in a newer way. Perhaps other people can give you an insight into things that you were not aware of before, or give you new ideas on how to build onto your life or yourself, even if things have fallen down, because this is about relationships, right? So if things have fallen down, know that you have the ability in yourself, but also that others can help you bring the foundations in or support you in these hard times. This card also tells you to put your experiences in when you're building the new thing. So whatever you learned, remember the things that made you the person who you are today, and take that experiences and put them into the building of the new future. Remember the mistakes you have made and don't repeat them. Okay, so this is very important here as well. Put your knowledge into practice, and in that way you will ensure your growth and health. You will build something that is long lasting and not like the Tower was. So you were doing something wrong before. Your relationship, whatever type of relationship, was built on the fake ground, on the ground that was not stable. And now this is a perfect opportunity for you to build something new with the experiences that you have, okay? And let's put the next card that is going to tell you what to embrace. Yes, so what should we embrace right now in here? So things have fallen apart. It would using that experience to build new things, but what can we embrace? What can the viewer embrace? Oh, this card wanted to come out. Oh, nice. 9 of Cups. What you should embrace right now and prioritize is enjoying yourself, is feeling that love, feeling that self-love. You need to love yourself first before you can build something with somebody else, basically. 9 of Cups is also about wish fulfilled, right? So knowing that your wishes can be fulfilled and then that there is all the potential for it, as long as you learn from your experiences and put them into practice here. And also in life, if you not only vision what you want, but feel that in your heart. So if, let's say, you really wanted a hot bath and enjoying yourself like this woman here does, it's gonna come to you faster if you imagine it in your third mind's eye, but also feel it in your heart. It's all about the connection between the heart and the mind here that brings you what you want in your life actually into your life. And as I said that I'm going to show you an example from the booklet, let's look into 9 of Cups actually to see what it says in the book, okay? Because this is an advice what to embrace, so let's see. Gratitude, self-love, happiness. What did I say? Okay, general love meaning. The 9 of Cups is the card of contentment and acceptance, or accepting who you are. It feels like everything is going well and you're right where you need to be. Practice of gratitude, random acts of kindness and self-love are always attached to this card. Get out there and spread the love. And also it's saying, you know, you are where you need to be. So even though it feels painful, you are where you need to be. The universe intended this for you. This is your life path. Okay, single and loving it. Loving who you are benefits every aspect of your life. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. You deserve to hear it. Keep being content with where you are. You're exactly where you need to be. You've got it going on. Ready for love and dating. Get ready to get what you want. This card in a reading about dating points to find someone you are compatible with and being happy with what you experience in life. Just make sure you are asking the universe for the right things. That's another thing. Be careful for what you wish for is another meaning for this card. So whatever you wish for is going to come your way. So make sure that you're putting positive, good thoughts out there. Because even if you're saying, I don't want this, the universe doesn't hear I don't want. They just hear the this part. So be careful what you wish for, what you're thinking about. Getting what you want is not always what you need or doesn't always manifest in the way you thought it would. Committed relationship. You've come a long way together. You both have a life outside the relationship that allows you to bring happiness to each other. You know that enjoying the small things in life and appreciating each other goes a long way. Say thank you for small and big gestures in your life and enjoy the quality time together. And then struggling relationship. Someone is being a little selfish. Relationships are about give and take. If you're not taking care of your partner's needs, you aren't a very good partner. Sorry, but someone had to say it. If you are on the receiving end of this behavior, it's time to nip that in the bud. You don't want the status quo. I like that. And then the end. Sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is to get the heck out of the relationship. While there is sadness, there is also relief. This is a confirmation that the right thing has happened. It's okay to feel grateful without feeling guilty about it. See, this is, if we look at the Tower card, that is the right thing that had to happen. So being grateful for all these experiences as well and not feeling guilty. So yeah, I think that this reading was very comprehensive, don't you think? Like the cards connected together beautifully. And that's literally what I was saying before. This deck is always so on point. I feel like whatever card I pull, then the next card in a spread always goes with it so beautifully, and it's so easy to connect them together and make them work together. It is very, very well done. I absolutely love it. And I'm thinking right now, perhaps, you know, certain cards I said, they're very traditional looking, like this Tower or the Two of Pentacles and stuff. So maybe there's a reason why. Maybe if they didn't look so traditional-ish, maybe then the deck wouldn't be so cohesive. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this word correctly. Cohesive or cohesive. I love this deck so much. It is, wow, I'm very, very, very happy that I invested into it, because all the decks that you see on this channel I buy with my own money. So I am very glad that I invested in this one. This was the Modern Love Tarot. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think of these cards. What is your favorite card? What do you think of specific cards that I mentioned, or specific cards that I pointed out? What do you think of the more traditional looking cards perhaps? What is your least favorite card if you have one? So please write in the comments below. I'm always so happy to read your comments. I hope that you have a lovely rest of the day, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you right now. And I will see you again soon. Bye bye.